Hey guys, so I sorry I haven't seen you guys in a couple days. Busy up at work. It wouldn't bother me so much if it wasn't such a customer-oriented job because I am a cashier, and so I get a lot of grumpy people, and that wears me down a bit. And so, um, also ZQL has been saving my sleeping for a good, like, I feel like I kind of have a bit of insomnia. Um, it's just because I'm naturally a nighttime person, and having a day job is difficult because I don't like getting up in the morning. Yet I have 100% availability for my job, so I don't really. I get to come to work, I get paid, I'm good. But ZQL, I go to sleep. It's quick and it's nice and doesn't taste insanely awful. Yeah, should try it. Pretty good. Anyway, so today's about responsibility versus bad luck. So I would not consider myself the most responsible person, but I wouldn't consider myself the least responsible person. I do keep my things near with me. I like to have things on my person, but they like to run away from me. Now, I know this happens to adults too, misplacing things small like identification cards, credit cards, wallets. It happens to me all the time. People leave their wallets up at the register. I've had cards left up at the register. People just leave them because they're so small that people who aren't, insanely obsessed with them will leave them behind. And I've done that on multiple occasions. I've left phones on buses. I've left I mean, it's not just a matter of leaving things, it's accidentally dropping them, put them in your back pocket, they'll fall out. Sometimes with girls, me and my jacket pockets, I wear big oversized jackets, and usually they're open so the pockets will swing when I'm walking, because I wear them around my waist when I'm warm, like normal people. And so it came to pass that very recently, I have misplaced both my identification card and my debit card. I just got back from going to the bank to order a new one, and so that's fun. Should have that soon. I've also got to go to the DMV next week to get a new ID, which just I don't drive, so it's gonna take forever to get a plastic card with my name on it. It says, I don't drive, and I don't drink, and I'm not a donor. Just leave me alone. And I don't even know if I'm gonna have to take a new picture or not, where, I don't have hair, because the last time I had my picture taken, I did, but you can really tell because I had it pulled back. It just looked like it had Jesus. It's too early. Anyway. But, I mean, I wouldn't consider myself completely irresponsible, although, I did get thoroughly chastised by my mother for losing both my identification and my credit card and not knowing where they are. I'm sure part of her thinking is that it's lost somewhere in my room because I'm not the most tidy of people. But I've checked all the possible places it could be in my room, and she said the last time that I lost my ID that it was definitely in my room, when it was definitely not in my room. It was in hers, because I was at her house when I lost it. So, I mean, at least I can keep track of where I've possibly lost things. Most of the time when I think they're somewhere, I just haven't looked good enough in that specific area. Like, I got into a bike crash recently, and my bike lock flew off. It was attached to something, like I was wearing it or it was in my pocket, because I was not currently using it since I was biking. It flew out of my pocket and into some high grass, I felt, and by the time I went looking for it again, it was gone. Like somebody picked it up or something. Whoever they found it, have fun either trying to figure out what the combination is, or, you know, if I ever see it again, it's mine, because I know the combination. It was like a number padlock with 3 numbers, and I set the code and everything, and I used that thing for everything. I got it because I needed a gym lock, and then I just started putting it on my bike because my bike lock was stupid, and so I just would like wrap my bike chain around something like a tree and just reattach it at my bike, because apparently I was paranoid that, you know, just wrapping it around something to make it look like it was locked wasn't gonna fool everyone. And even though my bike is not exactly the most desirable to be stolen, I know plenty of people who have had their bike stolen. I'd rather not lose my bike to that. I mean, I just got a new seat for it over the summer. And I got a new lock too, after the lock was lost. Anyway. Also today I'm going to hopefully record some more reading of the storybook. If I have time, I'll read more Timeline. It's a bit of a daunting book. It's a very wonderful read if you want to read it on your own. But I'm rethinking reading it aloud just because it's a very long book, though I have more very long books that I would consider reading here. Alice in Wonderland itself is a very long book, but it's very entertaining and it has short chapters. I didn't want to read too short of chapters for Timeline. If you have read this personally, it's broken up into very many small segments. There are some chapters that are, you know, 20 pages long, and then there are some that are 2. So I tried to break it up into segments of maybe like 15 pages, roughly. Like some of them are 2 or 3 bits long, some of them are only 1 because of the length. And it's just the fault of that book, because there are 4 like main bodies of the book, and it's basically per main area that they're located. Like there's Black Rock and Dordogne and like all the locations that the story appears in. But I mean, if you don't know what the story is, we're still in Black Rock. Actually, no, we moved to Black Rock recently. We were in Corazon Canyon, and then we moved to Black Rock, Arizona. I think it was Arizona. Anyway, that one is a lot of location time jumps. We haven't got into that yet. So prepare for fun in Timeline. And we're just going down the rabbit hole in Alice in Wonderland, so I guess prepare for some interesting stuff. If you want to hear something new, if you want to suggest anything, if you think I should get onto my reading butt and actually make videos, tell me things. This is gonna be run by you guys, hopefully in the future. I don't want to be going, hey, I found a book on the subway and here's a magazine article, you know. I won't read all the books. What is with yawning? I won't read all the books on my library just for sake. Not all of them are readable here. Like my anatomy coloring book. Nobody wants me to read that. I mean, that's just... And the sinews are attached here, and we'll color that green or, you know, my American yoga book, and this is the history of this pose, and various history textbooks that I have, like The Magic Power of Witchcraft, or Warlords in the Ancient World, and let's see, the Delusion of Satan, which is about the Salem witch trials. It's pretty good if you like history books. But I think I'll be adding another book to the reading list. It's the Great Horror Stories. It's a collection of stuff. There's some Poe in there. There's some Bram Stoker from the original Dracula's Guest. That was the short story that inspired Dracula. I've been trying to figure out a way to read this book here. It's called Return of the Dapper Men. It's a very, very wonderfully illustrated picture book. It's got a great message. It's just, it's so big that I don't know how to, like, display pictures on it without, because I can't see after a certain point of holding it up in front of me. Like, I can see this because my eyes can see that, but like that close to the camera I can't see that, and that's difficult. So I don't know if you're seeing anything or not, or what if what you're seeing is what I'm trying to show you. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. If I had like a handheld camera, that would work better. But this is a more detailed picture book than like if you give a pig a pancake. So I'm looking on a way that I can record this effectively, and if not, more picture books that I have. I've got like magazines and like some of the ology books and some like comic books, but I mean, I don't think you'd want me to read those, so I'll see what I have. If I don't have anything, I'll probably run to the library and check out some children's books. I don't want to go back there. They don't like me at that library, because apparently I didn't do something, like return a CD when I totally did, and so making wild accusations up there. And if I gotta pay a $20 fine or something to go like, hey, I didn't do it, but whatever, you guys just take the money and go, I'll do it. I don't want to, but I'll do it. For you guys. I'll pay the library money. Anyway, that's what I got, and again, I'm still up to read fan fiction if anybody wants that. But there's like 4 of you. I don't feel bad about having subscribers. You guys are awesome. It's just I know half of you because there's 4, and 2 of you are my friends from YouTube. No, not YouTube friends. You're my friends in real life, but we friended each other on YouTube so we could watch each other's videos, get updated when we post them. Because there's Fernando and John, and we're all kind of doing this for our own reasons, but it's also fun to do something with other people. Me and Fernando are a little more active. I think John's only posted 1 or 2 videos. But yeah, this is running a bit lengthy, and it's just me rambling, really. My lovely bedroom with my calendar, and that's me when I had hair, and I was drawing when someone drew me. It was awesome. It was drawception, pretty much. And then there's my posters from school, because I was in 2 shows that had posters anyway. I was in more than 2, but good times. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and possibly record right after this, or I'll finish a painting or do some math, because that's what people do, math. Adult life is awesome. Well, I'm gonna stop now because 15 minutes of this is just painful. Bye!